that I think about it, how did Scarecrow know to go after your IT department? I mean, I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky. Seriously, I was aiming for her head. Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off her feet. Poor old Jimbo had to make do with a slideshow.
The tire tracks will lead me to Barbara. I can use the Batmobile forensic scanner to follow them. Alfred, I want the Arkham Knight's name.
As do I, Master Bruce. He has presumably chosen that title for a reason. Where do you suggest we start?
Arkham City. Go through the files of every inmate who was released following the death of Hugo Strange. And Alfred.
Sir?
They knew about Barbara. Activate the Batcave security protocols. Don't drop your guard.
I've got Oracle, Batman. Now you care who I am. Just gotta find me. But Gotham's a big place, and there's a whole army between us. I'm ready for you.
Alfred, the militia have deployed a device. It's burrowed deep into the road.
Yes, I see it. Similar devices are being planted across the city.
I'll investigate. It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, sir, should you really be standing quite so close?
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Bat computer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection, it will flatten everything within a 10-block radius.
As you predicted, sir, he's trying to defuse the device. The drones you requested have been deployed.
We need those bombs in place, Sergeant. They're our deterrent.
I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool.
Offline.
Get back!
Drone offline. Drone flag initiated. Drone down.
These machines are relentless. Unlike you, they don't give up. They don't hesitate, they don't hold back, and they are not afraid of you, Batman.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years, and no one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
Nice try.
I should pick up the Arkham Knight's trail.
Just go! You want to take the wheel?
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Two-Face and Penguin ain't the only ones in on this.
How do you know?
I know, I hear things. There's a bunch of them getting a piece of the action. They're all meeting in Gotham tonight.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will adapt. Stay alert. Watch the skies.
We're tracking militia tanks. Kingston District, over.
What will young Barbara reveal about your fears, I wonder? What secrets can I coax from her terror-stricken mind?
Control, drone spotted in Kingston. Falcon 4 out.
I sure hope the vet died in that explosion. Look, I know he's dead, but he's not like dead, is he? He's Joker.
I think he's dead, man. You know, the bad kind of dead.
No way, Joker? I thought he'd be around forever. Like Santa. At least Batman didn't kill them.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
TV, with the shock.
Good. We're gonna need it. You think he's coming? Oh, I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. We got the drone. He's not catching us off guard.
He better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened? The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman
units of Arkham. Nearly captured Scarecrow and stopped the explosion.
Damn. So he's as good as the Arkham Knight says.
Yeah, he is. So long as we control the transport network, we've got this city locked down.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know! It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies. Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know! It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
No way you're catching me going anywhere near Ace Chemicals now, my friend.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. Ah, he and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address.
whack jobs the Bat banged up in Arkham. I mean, who doesn't want Batman dead?
Are you scared, petty criminals of Gotham? Of the tanks rolling across the roads, the armed men patrolling your streets? Be calm. They're not hunting you.
When Alfred has rebooted the system, I'll be able to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
You're old, you're predictable, and you never stood a chance.
He's gonna have a plan B figured out. Don't you worry. Besides, man's got an army to deal with now. So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecture us all night? The Bat's been in control for too long. It's about time we turn the tables on that shit.
All right, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call the guy who takes down the Bat?
I don't...
A hero, that's what! I don't get it. You want to break the Bat? Then forget Scarecrow, Two-Face, Penguin, and the rest of those punks. He was the man with the plan.
The riddle guy? Nah, I'm not buying it.
Trust me, this guy's IQ is through the roof. You want to catch the dog?
Your face is gonna...
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know anything, I swear. I tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Nigma's play?
I ain't got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of these trophies nearby. That's it, you gotta believe me.
I do.
Batman? That had better be you. And you had better be sorry.
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself? What a pair you made. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things. No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll come back for you. Stay here.
I'm wearing a bomb, Batman. Of course I'm staying here. Go get my keys.
Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy. This is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you save the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped? Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble.
I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
Even though there was tons to spare.
We're tracking militia tanks. Kingston District, over.
Arkham Knight? Why Arkham Knight? I thought they shut that place down.
Maybe it's a political thing. You know, like he's campaigning to have them reopen the joint or something like that. Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being lowered. He's coming.
Bomber drones online and ready to engage.
Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman.
Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding. Target hit. Lost the Mamba drone. Arkham Knight, come in. Defense is breached. He's moving onto Miyagani Island.
Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down.
Well, you had enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You won't win. Still think the Bat's coming to save the day, huh? Yeah, I'd like to see him try. But all these guns will fill him full of lead.
Guns! Don't stop it!
This many will. We got every angle covered. He ain't getting anywhere near this place. Or streets are ours. Not even the cops want to mess with us. Not if they know what's good for him. I think we hurt his feelings. He looks upset. I know what we can do to make things better. Yeah, me too.
Help me, please! Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. You found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait here. I'll arrange for you to be taken to safety.
Spotted! Kingston!
in shortly, sir.
I shouldn't leave the car until the device has been dealt with.
Batman's here. Surround him, destroy him!
If you leave now, the device will explode.
Taking fire! Drone offline. Drone down. That's a hit. Drone flank initiated. Drone's been hit. Lost the Rattler. We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool!
Rattler offline. Armor holding. Drone unit
The bomb's
destroyed.
payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Congratulations, sir. Bomb destroyed.
Keep pushing, and I might just pull the trigger on this place!
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction, pinpoint where she landed. Oracle got free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash.
Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible.
What do you make of the guy running the show? Arkham Knight. Well, he's got the pedigree. Scarecrow wouldn't have brought him on board otherwise. Just think, they might have found someone who can actually kill Batman. You never know. This could be our lucky night.
One-on-one, Batman!
Batman took out a drone.
Make him pay!
This ain't Batman's turf no more. You better get used to it.
Enemy spotted at the Botanical Gardens. From...
What do these militia dopes think they are? Coming to our town, smashing the place up, taking over on behalf of some freak? That's our job. Shot it, would you? You want one of those fancy army boys to get all extrajudicial on your ass?
Hi, diddle-diddle, detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
Whatever else happens tonight, guys, I want you to know this was the best Halloween ever.
Riddler. Talk while you still can.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It'll do.
Screw this. I'm gone. He's here. Run!
He's here! Engage! Drones offline at the Botanical Gardens.
Power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control. Firefly.
You beat me once, but that was a long time ago. Let the fire burn! Burn! Get into the light! Fight this fire! You can't hold a candle to me! You're all mine! Tonight, I snuff you out! Don't be afraid, Batman! Embrace the pain! Die! Gotham will burn! It's been too long, Batman. I'll turn you to ash. Ah! Give up and burn. Tonight, this stinking city will be purified by flame!
You know, sir, I believe we've met that charming pyromaniac before.
Firefly.
It seems Scarecrow made everyone aware that Gotham would be defenseless tonight.
He's dangerous, Alfred. Keep watch for more fires.
This is Falcon 5. We're tracking a militia tank moving through Bristol. Over.
Batman! It's Batman! He's in his car! Run!
Direct hit on a Rattler.